10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Yeah. 1, 2. Can't hear myself. Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's good, people? Let me know if y'all can hear me out there. If you can, say what's up. How you doing? Happy Halloween. This is From the Ground Up Productions, and there's only one way to go from here. I am your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host,
Ray, y'all, the silent assassin. What's good?
And From the Ground Up Productions, where creators meet. This is a place where we discuss important topics, current events, and we also love to bring on creators on our show so you guys could get to know them, everything about them, what they create and what they do. But we also like to chop it up with our audience and our viewers, and we want people to learn from us when they walk away. But most importantly, too, we also love everybody that's pulling up early. We want to say a shout out to y'all, big shout out to y'all, and thank y'all for pulling up early. Make sure y'all share this live. And again, our audience comments, their feelings, their words, and their opinions matter. Okay, so with that being said, understand we will be opening up these phone lines. So if you want to say something or, get something off your chest or voice your opinion, even if we disagree, that it's okay. This is a safe place here on From the Ground Up Productions. We do not want to bash or disrespect anyone, but listen, say it with your chest, baby. Okay. So just want to remind y'all that there's 2 joints out right now. We ain't gotta play it. And I'm just going to remind y'all that we got the Click Tight with me and Godson the Pharaoh. Y'all could check that out. That's on all streaming platforms. Also, me and Lot Picasso is on the joint Riding, the remix. Make sure y'all check that out as well. And don't forget, we got a compilation album called Family Business with our whole family on there. So make sure y'all look out for that as well and everything else that we got going on. And stay tuned for Making It in the 845. We are in the process of editing what we have so far. I think we got just me left to do, and we should be pretty much done. And I do want to remind y'all that I do have my chips. Okay, Boss Move chips. That's me on the cover. If you don't know, now you know. You can hit me up if you want to purchase them or find out how you could get your face on the chips. Now today,
we're gonna get the shout outs real quick.
Yes, but today, let me just tell you guys what is going on today. As y'all know, we are talking about Ye, a.k.a. Kanye West. Okay, so today we are talking about, is this a public lynching or is it just him paying consequences for his words and his actions? All right. So this is the topic of today. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you share this live so it can reach more people. And we're going to give some shout outs. Okay?
Yeah. Yep. Big shout out to Town Mama, 313 John Hall, J Smooth, TIA Records Limited UK. And all the other people who are pulling up, just put your names in the comment. We give you a shout out.
Hey, 313 in the building, Detroit, stand up. That's what I'm talking about. I see you, Town Mama, over there in Wisconsin. Okay, we know y'all standing up out there. Big shout out to, listen, whoever is under Facebook user. Oh, wait.
That's TIA Records.
Oh, TIA Records. Oh, okay. Big shout out to y'all. Absolutely.
UK.
The UK, stand up. That's what I'm talking about. Love my family over there in the UK. All right, listen. We don't want to waste no time. We want to get right into it.
Yep.
Let's get into it. So my question, I know some people might be saying, oh my God, we tired of hearing about this. We tired of hearing about Kanye West. But let me tell you something. Kanye West is basically, in my opinion, he's bringing out something that we should be talking about. He's bringing out something that we should be aware of. I don't know what side you stand on, but I'm here to tell y'all, listen, I'm pretty sure that y'all could probably already know what side I stand on. And I'm going to tell you straight up right now, I'm on Ye's side. Okay. And I'll explain how I feel and why I feel about that. But I can understand why other people are angry who stand on the other side. And I'm not here to insult you. I'm not here to disrespect you. I respect your opinion, but we got to talk about this. Okay. Because I am in total disagreement with coming in on stumping and shooting down another brother when he says he's standing for the people. Now, I know some people going to say, no, he's not standing for the people. He said this, he said that. Remember what he did? Well, guess what? If you buying Gucci, if you doing all, look, let me stop calling other names. But let me tell y'all know how to forgive other people when it's somebody else. But we so strong and so tough when it comes to our own people. We're going to play some clips for y'all. We're going to play some stuff. And if y'all have something that y'all want to share with us, that y'all want to enlighten us on, we are all ears. Those phone lines, we will be opening up in about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. But we're going to get into this and we're going to discuss this. What's up, Cindy? Thank you for pulling up. We appreciate you.
She out in the 704.
704, stand up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so where do we start? Where do we even start?
Oh boy.
My God. I first want to say this. I'm going to tone it down a little bit because I get hype. You know, I get hype. I talk loud. I know I talk loud. When I'm talking, y'all probably got to turn the volume down. When Ray's talking, y'all probably got to turn the volume up. So I'm going to try to level this out and have a conversation without so much emotion. But I got to tell you, it's hard to not have emotion when you care about a situation so much. Now, let me give you my take on this. Today's topic. Do you guys believe it's a public lynching or a public lynching when it comes to Kanye West? Please understand, I am giving that man, that brother, the respect that he deserves by calling him Ye. He changed his name. And when people change their name, you got to respect that. Okay. Just like y'all can respect everybody else. If they say, call them them, call them they, I'm this, I'm that. Right. And they fight for that. This man changed his name. His name is Ye. I say a.k.a. Kanye West. Right. Because that's what we know him as. But, you know, he said some things that we did not like. Right. So we're going to talk about, let's talk about the George Floyd statement real quick. And we could still back to this, but I just want to tell you how I feel. I was not happy with the comment that he said about George Floyd. Okay. I'm going to watch the documentary. I'm going to watch it. You know, he said he's not watching it. I'm going to put my emotions aside and I'm going to look at it. But I do not believe that is true, that he died from fentanyl. Okay. It is hurtful. It is hurtful when you're Black and we are going through so much as a people. And when someone is in a position to speak for us and they say something that kind of goes against what we're fighting for, we think, damn, brother, you turned your back on us. So I can understand why some people are upset. I get that, right? I can understand why people might be mad at the red hat. I'm not mad at the red hat. All right. I'm going to tell y'all right now, because if I could do it over again, I probably would vote for Trump over Biden. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. OK, the White Lives Matter shirt. I'm not mad at the White Lives Matter. At first, when I seen it, I was pissed. So let me keep it real with y'all. I was pissed when I seen it the first time. I was like, what the hell? But at the end of the day, I understand. And from how I took it, okay, White Lives Matter. White people wore Black Lives Matter t-shirt, and we were okay with that. And we were like, thank you for representing us, even though some people don't respect the Black Lives Matter movement, and I get it, whatever, y'all, that's y'all opinion, right? But I'm like, okay, why would I get mad at that? Because I don't want somebody getting mad when somebody wears a Black Lives Matter shirt, and it has nothing to do with me riding the Black Lives Matter coattail. It's more on the fact, it's just about the statement. Forget about what people think they stand for. It's the reason that the statement even came about in the first place is what I'm talking about. Okay. Animated. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting animated again. He told me calm down. I can't. Okay. Let me calm down. Musai. All right. So, at the end of the day, I look at all of that because I'm going to address that first because listen, people been coming for me. People that I've been cool with been disrespecting me because I say that I stand with Ye. Now, I went back to buying products from Gucci. Okay. Now I'm putting this out there because I have to be transparent. And the reason that I'm saying that is because if I can do that, why can't I forgive my brother for what he did or what he said? Now, that's forgiving that. And the reason why I can easily forgive that and say I'm standing with him is because what he is fighting for, what this man is fighting for is way bigger than all that other stuff. Okay? In my opinion, it's way bigger than all that other stuff. When he talks about the things that is destroying our community, when he talks about the things that people are willing to put their money behind so that they family could build wealth while our kids are dying on the street every single freaking day by the stuff that we put out. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn it down.
You get emotional again.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. What's up, Tanya? Thank you for pulling up. The people, our community, when Kanye West said my people are sick, I know y'all seen that. I put together a nice little clip of the guy that did the TED talk that spoke of how record labels and people, he didn't mention specific people, but he made sure that we own the companies, we own the record labels, we own the media, we own this. And it speaks of a sickness when somebody says they're inspired to write a song about killing people. And somebody says, I want to sponsor that. And somebody says, I want to put it out. And all these people start coming behind it, but you're targeting people coming from an area that are struggling, that are hungry, trying to find their way because they've been oppressed for so many freaking years. And they feel like they deserve to have a piece of the pie too. My earring fell out. I ain't even trying to put it back in. So Kanye West says, I'm going to stand up and call this mess out. I'm going to stand up. And what he did was that they don't like is he mentioned a group of people. And to me, the stuff that he said, I don't disagree with.
I don't understand. I don't get it. Where was the lie in what he said?
I couldn't find the lie. I couldn't find the lie because at the end of the day, okay, we look at the facts here. If you pull up the music, now I'm about taking accountability. See, and that's where we have to come to a common ground because I am an artist as well, too. I also rap and I write songs. OK, so let me tell you, as somebody who raps, I did make music also that represented the same thing that he's talking about. And so did he. You don't think that people could do something because that's the lifestyle that they're in. That's their environment. And that's what they're going to talk about. Maybe that's all they know. And then when they sit back and they start to evolve and they start to grow and they start to become a better person, that they don't say, maybe that was not right. Maybe this is not something that's good for our people. And then they look and say, hold up. These people in these high positions are putting their money behind it. And the only people that's really suffering are the ones at the bottom. But the ones at the top, they're not in danger. Their kids are not getting killed on a regular basis. They don't give a damn about our people and our kids, our communities, as long as they are getting paid off of it. And this is what I believe he is fighting for and standing up for. Now, when he says, I'm fighting for my people, I need somebody, to me, it's so freaking, like, this is the saddest shit that he's fighting for the same people that are standing there like, stone that mother effer. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Stone him. They so against him because they want to hold on to something that he said before that they don't like. But the thing is, people could be so strong. Black people, let me just go on and say it. People could be so strong when it comes to going to get your own people. You want to show your strength. I ain't no punk in the hood. I'll do this, I'll do that, this and that. You talk the gun talk. You talk the thug talk. You talk all of that. You know how to stand on your ground when it comes to going against your own because you have been conditioned by America to hate your own freaking people. Told me to calm down again? Yeah, okay. You have been conditioned, just like they are, to hate your own people. That you don't even know how to stand, and not even once. You know what? I'm not mad at Jewish people. They are sticking together. Why we can't do that? Why we can't do that? Jewish people are sticking together. Black people, we can never stand together on nothing. And then we wonder why we never get to that point of power. And when one man was in position, we turned our backs on him. Okay. How is it that a group of black people are celebrating a man? We're the only group of people that would celebrate their own kind losing billions. Yep. And you're happy about that shit? You happy about Lord Jesus? That's why I said, Lord, the ones in the house is going against the ones in the field again. Ray, take over from here because I got to fall back for a minute, but we're going to play some videos.
You kind of left me. I'm trying to figure out now where to start. I'm going to say it like this. First thing, I'm going to read one of his comments because John Hall put something in here that's real, the deepest truth. This is what's wrong with our people. You may fight with your brother, but you don't let others fight with him. And that's where black people, we're slipping at. Now, don't get me wrong. I just like you already addressed it. We all say some shit that not everybody agrees with.
Right.
But when you got somebody who's standing up for you and standing up for the truth,
yes,
you can't turn your back on him by one little piece that he left out. I heard people when we were looking through the comments and people going in, there were people going, you know what? I'm not even going to look at or anything he said. And there was people going, yo, you need to look at it because what he's saying is the truth. And there was people going, no. He said that stuff about Jews. I don't want to hear it. It's crazy. It's like, yo, how ignorant can you be that the man is saying something that's true and you go, nope, I don't want to hear it because he said something about Jewish people. And if he talks about Jewish people, I don't want to hear it. It's something wrong. I mean, honestly, I think that's part of the disease. But outside of us wanting to kill each other is our ignorance, our own ignorance to our own people.
Absolutely. I agree. Thank you, John, for that comment. Let's get to these people's comments because, like I said, your opinion matter. Let's open up the phone lines too, and then I'm gonna get into also some of these clips. So, my bad. I know I kind of went in for a little bit. Yeah. I know I'm a little long-winded, but I'm very passionate about this situation. And I don't care. Like, even the post that the 3 posts that I did on this went viral, and I'm glad. And the only reason that it was able to go viral is because of the people sharing it consistently. So that alone can tell you how much power that we can have if we kind of like stand behind. And I'm sure that most people that shared that share the same views, right? Most people that do not agree, they're not going to share it because they're against it, right? So, and that's okay. That is okay. But for me, all I'm looking at is now I know who you are. Yep. It's good to know that you one of them. Okay, you can act like, oh, I'm mad. Nah, we're not doing that. I don't go off cold. I'm gonna tell you that just like that. That's why I'm never mad at Jews. They are sticking together. They doing what they're supposed to do. Believe it or not. When we gonna do that? When are we gonna do it? Let's get to the comments.
I'm gonna read Tanya Johnson. It's Tanya's comment. Ye is really misunderstood by most. They're trying to make an example out of our brother. I'm standing with my bro. Yep.
My bad. Jay Smooth should have gave you the same claps.
I don't want to disrespect my man's name's Dakari Bonji. No matter what, I'm sticking with Ye. Even if he is wrong, he can't do nothing wrong for me, period.
Okay. All right.
I stand by that because it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, what's wrong with our people coming together, supporting and doing something when people are doing wrong to us.
Yes.
I don't find nothing wrong with that.
I don't find nothing wrong with it either. Dakari, put the phone lines there because I definitely want to get people coming in. Here's my thing. I understand that statement. I do believe if Ye did something wrong, it's okay. Like, see, and this is the problem with people. We act like we're perfect. He's a human. He's a human being that will make mistakes sometimes. All right. But I would never turn my back on a brother who say he's fighting for us. And I listen to what he's saying. And I'm like, he is. And then I'm an artist. Okay, I'm an independent artist. I get what he's saying. I'm gonna tell y'all, even though this is not a big deal, right? But I'm gonna keep it real and tell y'all the situation with me. Now, I am connected to somebody who is connected to a lawyer who is Jewish. Okay, this lawyer is one of my people's lawyer. And he's also a lawyer for a lot of people in the industry. I started off when I first came out, all my stuff was conscious music. Everything about the stuff that happens to our people, to the cops killing our unarmed black kids, to, if you look it up, woke prisoner, all everything. I called myself the Harriet Tubman of the game because I was like, yo, when I come back and do this, I want to come back with a purpose, right? Not to just be rapping about whatever. And I could do that too sometimes, but I wanted to have meaning, right? So I thought that, hey, I could send my stuff to this lawyer, and he was all with it because of who I was attached to and the stuff that was out before. But when I presented music that represented our people, lifting them up on some Public Enemy Chuck D shit, they didn't really want to mess with it after that. I'm going to keep it all the way real. And I looked at it like, what switch? And then I said, oh, my message. They don't want to open the door to anybody that is going to educate the people, open the eyes of the people, and put a message out there that tells our people that we are better than that, to stop killing each other, to stop doing all that, and also put an image out there for our kids to see. I got songs that represent black women and all of that, okay? They don't like that stuff. They only want to put their money behind what they think will sell. Now let's talk. We're going to talk about why they think it will sell, and do we got a problem? Why are we putting that shit out? We gotta fix that.
You wasn't working on your song, so they didn't want to hear it.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Do we got some more messages to read, and then we're gonna play some clips?
Yep. I'm gonna get up to Ricky Green. Going back. He said, "This is our time to take the land. We've missed the mark before. Let's not do it again. Stand up, take the damn land." All
right. Okay, because they owe it to it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's our damn land anyway. I'm just saying, right? Okay.
We got Facebook user. I don't know who it is. He said, people are truly lost and can't discern the times we are in. This man is for the people. We deserve to know our birthright and should be able to claim it as well. He is our reminder.
Amen. 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 All right. Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Mika Love Pink said, Team Kanye, we got you.
All day, baby. Let's go. You already know. Look, if you're not Team Kanye, it's okay. Put it in there. We actually want to hear from you because I got to hear, I want to hear from a person who is actually black that says that they're not standing with him so that we can have a grown-up, respectful conversation, because this is, it is concerning to me, but I want to hear from him. What's the next?
All right. Jay Song, I want to mess his name up, but they're basically still using the plantation mentality. Bring the strongest one to the front and whip him until he begs to make an example out of him.
Now let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all about that. He got to beg, to make an example out of him. Mm-hmm. If you pay attention to Ye. And they are putting all over social media. He apologizing. He's sorry. He lost this. He lost that. He lost this. You know what they're doing? And I said this before. All I see every time I see those posts that shows that all these companies that controlled him and owned him anyway is taking things back and taking things away, trying and making him lose his status of a billionaire, right? You know what I see? Let's just like they used to do back in the day. Remember, they used to take the slaves, the ones, and sit them in the front, and they would hang and kill and murder other slaves to put fear in the ones that didn't do nothing yet, just to show them, nigga, don't you get out of line, because this gonna be you next. You want to instill fear in them. This is, in my opinion, a public lynching. Absolutely. On social media, you trying to scare other people, and then you got it. But then I say to myself, yo, I can't even be mad with other entertainers who don't speak up. We be like, where's everybody else at? How come they not saying nothing? Well, look what happens when you do. Your own people turn on you. How the hell?
In here too.
Oh shit! Stop right now. Okay, let's get it.
Yeah. Well, Jamie Valencia said, why does Kanye date and marry white women?
I don't care. Okay, Jamie.
You mean go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You got something to say first?
Tell me that because you married a white person don't mean you can't stand up for black people. I'm just curious.
I'm gonna tell you right now, big shout out and rest in peace to my brother DJ Cisco. He passed away. DJ Cisco had his own radio station. He was always for the people. He was always for businesses, black businesses, independent artists, and all that. And one of the main things that he did was always stand up and fight for black people. His wife was, she was white. She was Russian. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all something. His personal, what he is attracted to, that don't bother me. See, I'm not letting those things distract me from the fact that he's saying we got to do better. I'm not letting, he dated a white woman, so I can't listen to nothing he say. But he's like, yo, this is what they're doing to us. This is what they're doing to our people. And I'm like, well, who you sleeping with? That's why I don't care about that. What's her name?
Jamie Valencia.
Jamie, I don't care about who he decide he want to sleep with. Now I get it. We could go. Let's discuss that with Umar Johnson. Okay, that's a conversation for Umar Johnson. I'm just trying to tell you, I get it, and I understand all of that too. But this is not why we're here. This is not why we're here. But if you feel that way, I respect your opinion, because I understand. It's like some people like, well. And he did, like he talked about the girls and going to the white women. He leave his ass for a white girl, right? he said it. Guess what? What's her name again? I'm sorry.
Right here, Jamie Valencia.
Jamie. I live in a glass house, baby. I'm not throwing no stones at nobody because I am not perfect. But I'm not turning my back on my brothers and my people. I'm not going to do it. My ancestors' blood in me won't even allow me to do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Next comment.
Well, let's go with Steve Small. Steve Small says, stop lying. He ain't never fought for black people, for blacks. All he does is make crazy statements to get people upset. He poked the bear too many times, and now he's paying a price. Make changes without the mental illness part, and he is okay.
Okay, well let's talk about that real quick. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
First of all,
we gotta open these phone lines up.
They are, yeah, right there. If you're paying attention, and obviously, Steve, you're not really listening to him. He is saying that Jews, and this is where I can't understand the anti-Semitism. That Jews own everything. They own everything in entertainment. It's been said before. This is not a secret. And if he wasn't lying, why did everybody cancel him? If he was lying, they wouldn't have no reason to cancel him. They wouldn't. Balenciaga would still be having them. Adidas would still be having them on their brand. What else? Gap. All these other companies that say, "Oh, now we don't want to deal with them." This is what happens when he says, "Hey, your own stuff." This is exactly what happened. They own it, and as soon as he said, "Hey, your own this stuff," and we need to start owning our own, they got rid of them.
Hold up. Matter of fact, Steve, why are you there? We found this on social media. We're going to play a clip for you. We found this on social media. Sometimes, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, Steve, for pulling up, because again, like I said, grown-up conversation, we can have this. It's okay if you don't agree with us. We cool with that, right? I'm going to say this though, because I don't know how to say it no other type of way. Sometimes people don't even respect the message unless it's coming from somebody who don't look like us. You understand what I'm saying? Soon as somebody else say it, then they get it. But when we say it, we can't get it. We don't understand it. We don't know about none of that shit. So I understand what you're saying. Let's talk about maybe what another Jew thinks that Kanye said.
This is an open video to Kanye West from an Orthodox Jewish man. Ye, I do not believe that you are an anti-Semite. What may have happened is that you've had some non-pleasurable experiences with people in Hollywood that happen to have been Jewish. And if they truly owe you an apology, then accept my apology on their behalf. We never claimed to be perfect. But what really bothers me is the divisiveness that has been created from this whole saga. Really, if you look at the Jewish community and the black community, we share so much in common. We are both a people who has experienced intense persecution. And we have to build the commonalities that exist between us instead of focusing on what divides us. So I'm calling on all black leaders and Jewish leaders alike to go to your communities and to tell them that we have to build bridges, we have to build dialogue, and we have to find what unites us instead of what divides us. Because at the end of the day, we're all created by God. Every man, woman, and child, every species was created by the same Creator. And our job is to create a place here where our Creator feels safe and comfortable and harmony amongst all of us.
All right. So, I mean, what you think about that? To me, it's like, wow, a person who is Jewish can understand and say, hey, I don't think that that's what you are. Right. Also, I believe that he said that statement because he also knows what he said is true. Okay. Like, okay, these people actually really do own the labels. They own the media. They own everything. They know how to program all of us. Well, not all of us. Okay. But they know how to program people. But see, what did I think Umar Johnson said this one time, or I don't know, maybe psychologist or something. Somebody said it. But when you only hear one thing, your brain has to accept something as truth at some point. They know how to control the narrative. They know how to control things. It's just like when you go to school and learn, right? If you're going to like, and we as black people, and I'm not trying to be funny or no disrespect to the white people, but I got to keep it real. We as black people, we're probably like the only people that send our kids to be educated by our oppressors, right? We do. So at the end of the day, like Jewish people, they have their own separate everything like we used to have when we had the Black Wall Street, but they burnt it down, right? So it's about like, yo, at the end of the day, when you look at what they have, they separated themselves in a way where they came together so they could build one another up. That guy also was talking about how they do come together and he was like, our community, we work together. We don't work against each other. This is why we keep excelling. Now, so to the guy who made that statement, when you say that, I respect that you feel that way, but that's part of the reason why we stay divided as a people. Okay, that is part of the reason why we stay divided as a people. You think that he's not fighting for us, and we believe that he is. He was a billionaire. He could have kept his mouth shut like everybody else.
Exactly.
And he didn't have to say nothing. And a lot of people might say, well, he's a billionaire, millionaire. Don't worry about millionaire and billionaire problems. But see, you don't understand. Those are our problems because music influences everybody. I don't care what you say. It influences everyone, especially our kids. Our kids are our future. And if we sit here and allow all the stuff to go on and allow our morals to continue to diminish over time, then we're going to get what the hell we see here. A bunch of people killing each other, murdering each other, girls that just want to be bitches and hoes and sluts and proud of it. Okay. Like he said, obesity, all these things that we take pride in, and it's destroying us. Why can't we stand up against that? What is the problem? I don't freaking get it.
Okay. Ricky Green said, talk about strange fruit. Remember what happened to Billie Holiday when she spoke on lynching? They stayed on her neck until the day she died because of the song Strange Fruit.
Yes. And you know what, Ricky Green? You know what's so funny, Ricky, is that Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, like all these peoples was considered what? Anti-Semitic people. Every time they speak up against something, you understand what I'm saying? So my thing is like, yo, these people, every time you speak up against something, we can't even stand for our own people, and they put their knee on our neck. Okay, we can't even stand and say we're tired of this. But I have to say this because this is important. And because I love my people so much, now I'm going to say this on the flip side because we got to understand this. We are part of the problem. We're part of the problem because they don't have this content unless we give it to them.
Yep.
This is where we have to take a stand and say, you know what? Enough is enough. We're not putting it out. We're not doing this. But you know why that's hard to do? Because you got people in certain situations where that's probably their only avenue so they can eat. You understand? When you're from the hood and you starving and you ain't got no other options and you look around you and you see nothing but bad shit all day and somebody come to you and say, yo, I'm going to help you, but this is what you got to do. What do you expect them to do? You understand? But this is why we got to get back to it takes a village. We forgot about that shit. We forgot about that. We have come so far away from we was getting there. And then I don't know what the hell happened. It just became a slippery slope.
I can tell you what happened.
What?
Black Wall Street happened. Whenever we started building something, somebody tore it down.
Guys, listen.
And Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma was like one of like 30 times it happened back then, you know? And then let's not talk about, you know, all the other laws, the Jim Crow laws that was put in. Yeah, this is by design. And unfortunately, we have some people who still live by that design because they cannot get out of when they see somebody saying, hey, I got your back. They over there going, master, he's doing something he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, no, yeah. And that's the thing too. It's like when I see people like celebrating when Black people, let me be clear. Okay. Cause I'm not trying to be funny, but I expect everybody else to do it. But when I see Black people celebrating, yes, they took this and they, look what happened to them. I'm like, damn, what the hell is going on? You want to read a comment?
No. Here's what I'm gonna say. I didn't like about what was going on.
Okay.
When Ye started losing his money, they started promoting other Black people to say, hey, look who's the new billionaire now, you know?
So they get to tell, and see that alone should tell you enough right there too. Oh, they determine what your worth is. So is that really a bad thing for him that he is no longer connected and under these people, or is it a blessing? Or is it a blessing? Because let me tell y'all, people respect numbers, okay? This is why our kids do what they do. This is why people do what they do on TikTok. This is why you find people pulling shit and putting gasoline and put light in themselves, all that crazy shit you see on social media, because they want attention so they could be validated, so they could say, look how important I am. These people don't give a damn about you. You are a show, okay? You are a show. So I'm saying that because, sorry, I was looking at the comment, because at the end of the day, I just feel that we have to do better. I feel that, like, you know, again, when I'm looking at all of this stuff, when it comes to Kanye West, I keep going back to this and I'm sorry. It's just so disturbing. And I don't understand, how is it that you can hold on to a grudge that this man, fine, he says some things, you don't like it. We get it. We get it. You mean to tell me that everything else that he's trying to do? Look, let's talk about the Goodwill, who said that they're not even accepting his shit. This is supposed to be a Christian spot, okay, that accepts clothes for the needy, that accepts clothes for needy or homeless or whoever. And you mean to tell me that you in on this too? That you'll say, throw them shits in the garbage before I give them to somebody who need them? When you look at that, look at the people who are willing to do certain stuff to prove a point. Why is it that we ain't worth nothing unless they tell us that we worth something? Okay.
You know, and it's crazy, but they don't go with nobody else when they go with Black people like that. They don't go that hard at them.
They don't. They do not.
You know, they might lose their job, but that's about it. Shit, cops kill people. They killing black people regularly. And they might get fired and get another job in the police department somewhere else.
Absolutely.
And this man did was say something that people disagreed with.
It's a shame. It is a damn
Honestly,
shame.
I'm going to say the way, let me get back up to her. Mika Love Pink said, it's crazy how they turn him exposing whistleblowing into disrespecting Jewish people. Well said. Because that's what it was.
Yes, absolutely. This is why I love y'all. I love y'all so much because y'all bring so much value. And shout out to y'all. Everybody on the check-in right now. Y'all bring a lot of value, good points. And even for the ones, like I said, that disagree, you know what I mean? We respect y'all opinion too, even though we disagree. Let's talk about
Jerry Anderson. No, he sensationalized so much every time he has a fashion show or new album. He did this to himself, not the media. If he lay low for a little while, he will be fine. He should have been learning the business, creative design, production, distribution, transportation, and manufacturing. Feelings don't matter. Everybody's in their feelings. I'm going to say it like this. And I'm going to start by this. Jerry, he's an artist. He's a rapper. This is what they always did. They always did some kind of controversy to promote their stuff. It's been going on since when? The start of rap? You know, now all of a sudden, y'all see somebody saying, hey, I want to make a little controversy to sell some pants, and a black person do it, and it's like, oh, no, you want to look at it now and saying, oh, that's the only reason he did it? It's always been done that way. That's what McDonald's commercials do. If you look at the McDonald's, it's exactly what they're doing.
And they love to put rappers on McDonald's commercials too.
They're doing the same damn thing.
Everything that's unhealthy, they want to promote that shit. This is what you niggas want. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's what they do. But again, I'm gonna go back to, we can't give them the content. We have to take personal responsibility. Yep. We got to stand up. See, you got to understand, standing up with Kanye West is not just about just following what he said and that. It's about saying, oh shit, this is a bigger, deeper purpose. And where can we make the opportunity to try to say, let me play my part. Okay, so my part is, for me, is I said, you know what? I'm not creating no more music or doing no songs with anybody no more from this point that's going to push a negative narrative on our people. Now, you got to remember, sometimes that's hard to do when you're used to that. And that's what I'm trying to say. As an artist, people say, well, he talked about these things all the time. You know, if you was an artist, you would understand that sometimes, especially in rap, sometimes they don't even respect you unless you talk about that. They'll say you corny, you whack, you ain't talk, don't nobody want to hear that preaching. It's all these things. And that's what I'm saying. We always get some type of backlash when you try to speak about something good. But if you really pay attention to some of his songs, and he also speaks things that where he's trying to tell you stuff too. So everything is not like, we always want to look for the negative and try to find something in the negative. Well, newsflash, you're going to find negative and positive because you're looking and dealing with a human being who is not perfect and make mistakes, okay? So please, I'm just saying, why is everybody throwing stones?
I'm going to say this, right? Rap is what it is. Some people report it. Some people actually do it. Mm-hmm. The difference is Kanye ain't out here shooting. You don't got Kanye out here shooting people.
Right. Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, now if he was out here shooting people, I could hear people going, "Oh, he talks like," but he's not talking. He's talking. He does what he does. Kanye's the reporter.
Right.
I'm gonna get to this Tanya, because I like what she said. I'm not supporting any business that's trying to destroy him and shut us down. We have to stand together to make a difference. I totally agree. And I'm gonna tell you, and who was wearing Adidas before the Yeezys? Outside of Shell Top.
Listen.
Who was wearing them?
I don't give a damn about no Adidas.
Who was going to Gap?
Any company that is against him, I am not even dealing with them at all. Now, what we're doing, what you see us saying is exactly what the Jewish people are doing for each other, right? So let us be an example to you of what he's talking about, what they're doing, and what we're doing, right? So we ain't doing nothing wrong. We only doing what they're doing. Okay, please.
I got Ira Crawford said 6 million Jews killed in 10 years is very sad, but over 100 million blacks killed in 400 years is no comparison. The arrogance of them.
Okay, you skipped somebody's comment. I had wanted to say something on that.
Which one?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what? Let's take a minute. I want to go through these comments real quick that we didn't touch because it was somebody else's comment. No, you're going way too far. Forget it.
Okay. I went back too. I was going back and forth.
Okay.
All
right. So go back over to the side again real quick. I just want to remind y'all because it's about I don't know who's on what platform. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go to From the Ground Up Productions, subscribe there, hit the notification button. That's how you can support us as well. We are standing with Ye. However, listen, us coming together, I think that we definitely need to do this, and we need to stand for something, and we need to fight against the ones that's trying to bring us down, because that right there is a no-go. Now, let's talk about Charlamagne real quick.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne basically said the same thing a few years ago on Vlad TV. And then turn around now and in the hypocrisy of him. And at first I wasn't going to use his name, but it's kind of hypocritical to say that Kanye's saying something wrong when he said the same thing.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, did y'all see, and this is what I'm talking about people in positions. I remember before when Dame Dash was like, yo, they cutting your checks, right? Remember when Kanye said Sway ain't have the answers, but he really did. They was trying to talk about ownership, right? Sometimes these conversations been going on from day one, right? But it's when you ruffle those feathers, when you expose something where they say, oh, this might take food out of my mouth. Oh, y'all niggas think y'all gonna stop killing each other and we gonna get paid from it? Oh no, we're gonna have to shut him and everybody down that agrees with him, because that's what they pretty much trying to do. All right. So for me, I'm looking at Charlamagne, no disrespect to him, because I listen to the Breakfast Club and sometimes I watch Charlamagne and I like some of the stuff he said. But this right here, he went against Kanye West and was calling him all types of names and crazies. But we remember there was a point, Charlamagne the God, when you too said the very same thing that Kanye said in a different way. So we're going to play that thing right now. Let's see what he said.
You know why there's not a lot of Jewish rappers? Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs. They run these labels. They're the bosses. That's why. I'm uncomfortable.
What did Kanye say? He said, "Happy Kwanzaa to all the artists and
Happy Hanukkah to all the label execs." It's the truth. They run the business, period, from Hollywood to the music industry, everything. And I mean, it's a very powerful mafia, as they should be.
You saw what happened to Mel Gibson when he went on his rant.
He deserved that though. He's an asshole. Like I'm a stern believer, man. Like you shouldn't discriminate against anybody because of their race, because of their gender, because of their religion, because of their sexuality. So he deserved that. Whenever you pick out a whole race and say this race is effed up, or this race is foul, or this race is this and this race is that, you deserve whatever you get. See, the problem with black people, we don't have no power. No matter what we do, we can all click up. We don't have no organization that holds any weight. NAACP don't hold no weight. We don't have no organization that holds no weight. You can't speak bad about a Jewish person because they have organizations and they're a close-knit group of people in power who will bring you down. Same thing with gays. You can't say nothing bad about gays because they move as a unit. Black people don't have that.
They move as a unit. They move as a unit. They move as a unit. This is what we're talking about. Now, he said it. He said the same damn thing that he said, but the only difference is he didn't say it the way he said it, right?
Yep. The difference was Kanye used a different tone.
And yeah, man. So when you look at that, I'm just trying to show y'all, right? Because I don't even have the clip of what's his name, Professor Griff from Public Enemy when they kicked him out, because he said the same thing. Actually, when he said what he said and they kicked him out of Public Enemy, He was making it clear, like, yo, the information I'm telling y'all is books from Jewish people. These people said this, and I'm only telling y'all what they said. They enlightened me on some shit. But when I say it, see, I can't say it because y'all know my people is listening to me. You know my people is watching me. You know that I can influence people. So you don't want me to talk that talk in front of them. You need me to talk the talk that helps destroy them. That's why y'all like that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, you sitting there, and when I say sitting there, I'm talking about the ones who's trying to shut everybody down, okay? Sitting there, and you are influencing their behavior when you show them that we do not know how to stick together as a people. Okay? This is ridiculous. Big shout out to Mikey D on the check-in. Guys, I want to remind y'all, if you want to call in, you could call in right now, 845-800-9095. Rather you agree with us or not, okay? It's perfectly fine. But again, we're going to keep telling y'all we stand with Ye, we stand with Ye, we stand with Ye. Matter of fact, I wish I could find him to bring him on. Okay? listen, I already know how they feel about us anyway. So somebody calling. All right, let's we're going to take the call.
Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
All right, and what's your name?
Will tell us what happened in India, what happened in our African continent. Yet these people are still the hero. I'm saying that if you watch Fox News, Tucker Carlson during when Elizabeth.
I apologize. I'm not trying to cut you off. It's just that
it's good now. It's good
now. The people are saying that they could not hear you, and I want our viewers to hear what you have to say too, because what our viewers think and have to say matter. The sound was off a little bit. You could either continue or you could kind of go back and cover up. But please, you could continue. But I just wanted to tell you that they couldn't hear you in the beginning, and we apologize for that. We don't know what happened, but you could either go back or.
Okay, can you hear me clear now? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear now. It's good now.
Okay, okay. So I'm saying that we the black people, we are too good. We are too good to accept any bad narratives from any person.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying that is when anything happens to any black man, we are just quickly to accept what the other people are saying, and then we are crucifying our own people.
Yep.
This is the reason. This is the reason. Up to now, history will tell us that Christopher Columbus is still a hero in America. Christopher Columbus, he's still a hero. If you go to England, Queen Elizabeth and his uncles and his family are still heroes.
Yes.
What has these people done? They've done a lot of miserable things to Africans and Indians or people of color, but yet we celebrate them. We see them as good because it's like we are easy to forget things. Now, I'm saying that now, what happened to Kanye West? Whether he's playing his political games or he's playing his business strategy. Now, he is saying that some people, it's a verb, some people. So if you think you are not the part who are playing Kanye West, what is your problem? The problem here is people don't want you to talk about things, but it's good to talk about slavery.
Yeah.
It's good to talk about slavery, but you got no guts to talk about any shit. Here's the case. Last 2 months, when Elizabeth died, Tucker Carlson of Fox News said that Queen Elizabeth and English people took the slavery seriously. And this is the pain of some people. It is a joke. You can't joke about slavery. This is a torture. This is the intimidation and the bullying of a race. But yet people can talk about it on media. The media does not talk about it. The black people cannot boycott Fox News. They cannot boycott any shit. But here we go. Our own people have been confused to the extent that anything that we are accepting it, whether from Africa or you live in America or anywhere, anything, we're just accepting it. And then we are just crucify our own people.
Yep.
When Kanye West talk about his issues, no matter whether he is a Republican or whatever, we need to protect our race. Look at how these people have come together from the Australia Sky News, from the Australia Sky News, from the BBC in London, from the CNN to whatever news media they are all coming together. To protect their race. No matter this American Jews or whatever, they are protecting their race.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
here is the case. Here is the case that we as a black people are coming out to destroy our homeland. Look at what Charlemagne said. Look at what Charlemagne is doing in his show, trying to destroy, expose the guy. But it looks like when these people done anything wrong, it is good that we are expecting them for them to come and tell us that they have done something wrong. But when anything comes from a black man, we, the same black people, will come out and support them because our political differences, our religious differences, and these institutions are the way to destroy black people. These people, anytime they have an argument or places come together and they have consensus building, but when we black people have issues, we fight each other, we destroy each other, we expose ourselves. This is a problem that we cannot build this. We cannot come together.
I know.
Look at how many people, look at the number of Jews and compare it to the black people who have been massacred, who have been killed and destroyed. Compare these two people. Who's supposed to have bad feelings and who's supposed to talk about each other. And here is the case. In history, nobody is more Semitic than black people. No one in history. But here is the case. It looks like upon all our knowledge, upon our education, we still don't understand things that we accept people to steal what we have, and yet we stand to fight for them. So we are watching it from Africa anywhere, and we feel it hurts us that still, even in America, we still don't understand the gameplay and the programming about certain people, the places where they are programming because of the small money that we are going to get. So I appreciate you guys of what you're doing, and whether he is bad or good, we need to stand by him.
Amen.
We need to stand by him, and then we call him at the back, indoors, and then we can talk to him about his comments about black people. But we don't have the power to come out and destroy him.
Right.
And it looks like we don't like ourselves. So I'm most grateful. Let me put it under somebody to come in. Thank you for your job, girls. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in, man. And I could hear the passion definitely in your voice, and we appreciate that so much. And you know what's so funny is that they learn how to, and I got to talk on this for a minute. And when I'm talking about, because I don't know what his nationality was. I don't know if he was African.
Yep.
African. Okay. So you got African, you got African-American, you got Trinidad, you got Jamaican, you got Haitian, you got all these different different ethnicities, is that the better word to use? But you got a lot of us that are just black, right? And it's like, you know what they did to us? They made us go against each other. You know what I mean? So it's like they made black African Americans have an issue with Africans, Jamaicans, don't talk to Haitians or this and that. And they had all of these different names, and they knew exactly what to do to cause issues so that we could separate from one another. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all black. We come from different parts, but we black. The Jews ain't thinking about all of that stuff. They not like, oh, you from over here, you there. They're like, yo, because they say we are people. They ain't even looking at a race, okay? They say we are people. Black people, we are a people too, all right? And forget about all of that, how they try to separate us so that we could go against each other's because of our differences. I don't care what your differences is. I don't care what your food tastes like, where you from, what language you speak. You black, you black. You my brother, you my sister. I love you. I can't say that. Look, what's the problem? Why is it that we got to spread hate? Because you know why? Anybody, and this is why I want to tell people, fine, believe what you want to believe. But let me shout out Shaka T on the check-in over here on what platform? He's on the YouTube platform. Listen, La Picasso was good in the building. Check it. At the end of the day, all I want to say is we don't have to be this way. Yep. You could think what you think. You could say, I don't like what he said and all of that. And that's understandable. But you do have to understand that if you have that in your heart to say, I want to help tear this brother down, and join in on the public lynching that he is doing, then you are, I don't know if you want to call him a victim or whatever you want to call it. You're somebody who has been conditioned and you adopted the behaviors of your oppressor to destroy your own people. What you were telling them is, I got your back, or we got it from here. That's what I see when I see our own people coming for him. Are you freaking serious? Are you freaking serious? Like, I can't understand this shit. Go ahead, man. Because
I'm gonna say this, right? Because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, he's getting all his money. He did all everything he did. Here's the thing about some people must not know the art of war. In order to get inside, in order to do some things, you got to get on the inside. Kanye West might have used some of his music to get on the inside. He might have said some things wrong, but he made billions. And now he's on the inside and he's telling everybody how effed up it is there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
we're not listening. Nobody, well, I'm not gonna say we're not listening, but there's a lot of people not listening to him.
So think about this. This man, right? He grinded. He came from nothing, from the ground up. Wow, that's us. I just had to say that. But anyway, he came up from the ground up, and he got to the point where he was in the room around the people. He's seen things that people like us that's not in that situation. He's seen things that we haven't seen. He heard things that we haven't heard. So, okay, he might have played the role a little bit. Cause you know what somebody told me? I ain't gonna say the person's name because I don't, want to do that. I don't know what their situation is, but someone who I know who was a NYPD police officer. She told me, she said, Ms., and she called me by my real name though, but she was like, our people always want to go against the cops, this and that, but we can't fight the battle from the outside. We got to get inside. Okay, understand that you can't fight the battle from the outside. Somebody got to get up in there. They got to see what they doing, how things working, this and that. They got to get close to whoever they need to get close to see what is going on, what they talking about. They got to get in position to be able to make a difference. Okay, so we're gonna take this caller.
Hey, caller, New York, where you state your name?
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? This is Doug from Post Off.
Oh, what's good, Doug? How you doing?
I'm great. Great topic, great show. I love y'all show.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Tell us your take on this.
Yeah, I just had to call in because, like with Kanye, for me, it's a little personal.
Okay.
And the personal part is the mental health part. Kanye, I used to manage an artist that dealt with mental health issues. Mm-hmm. And he acted just like Kanye. Super intelligent. I mean, really creative. But you couldn't hold him to anything he said because he had a chemical imbalance that he couldn't control. Mm-hmm. And when I look at the media, like Tucker Carlson and other people in the media, like on Fox, and Nori throw a mic in his face, when somebody is diagnosed with something, just like any other illness, being sick, Trevor Noah said it best. You fall back. We talking about whether we believe what Kanye said is true or not true, whatever anybody's truth is. We get lost in the fact that, this man is suffering from something. And me, from dealing with an artist that I used to manage that had the same mannerism, the exact same thing. It's no different than the common cold. The exact same. When I first, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. When I first dealt with this particular artist, and he was going through an episode in my face, I thought, I was gonna have to put hands on him because I didn't understand it. Not until I dealt with him for a couple of years, and dealt with his family and found out, hey, he has an illness.
Now,
so
go ahead.
So it's two questions I have for you. One, I want to know what you mean about the fall back. Like you said, so they should fall back, right?
Like,
and
what? Okay.
And then the other question is, when you say he has an illness, right? But what does his illness have to do with the factual stuff that he is putting out there?
One, you look at Nori, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is when I say our own community, the hip hop community. Nori put him on for a soundbite. It started with Nori. Correct me if I'm wrong. It started with Nori.
I don't think it started with it didn't start with Nori. It just got worse with Nori, but it didn't start with Nori.
Yeah, I mean, like the fallback, Maverick Carter, when he was on LeBron James show. I don't know the name of the show. They didn't put it out, right? Because you're holding a man to his word, and you don't know if he would normally say this if he didn't have this condition. This is what I mean by fall back. Don't put a mic in front of. It's like yo, if you got a fever and a sore throat, I'm not gonna put a mic in front of your face and say, yo, Ray and Miz, talk to me. No, you're sick.
Caller, I'm sorry. Caller, just give us 1 minute. We just want to finish up with him. You can call back in like a minute and we'll take your call.
Yeah, that's from the Richmond.
Okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry, Postlar. So I mean, look, I get what. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. You want to finish up?
No. And I just saw somebody put in a comment. His mental was just fine. Ye is smart and calculated. Yeah. And so was the artist that I had. He was smart and calculated, super intelligent. But this is how much mental illness is put to the side in our society. It's put to the side. So when I see and I'm not just talking about the people that put the mic in his face.
Mm-hmm.
The companies know he has a mental illness. So you holding him to every word he say. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He wouldn't normally, like, if he didn't have that illness, would he say that?
I don't know, but somebody is called.
All right, I don't want to take up your time.
No, it's okay, and we appreciate you calling in. I want to get to the next part because I know other people want to call in too. We definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna respond to what you said. Well, you know what? Let me respond now while you're on the phone. I totally respect what you're saying. We do know that Kanye West does have an issue, but I don't think that that's going to be something that we use. In my opinion, yes, he's going to go off the chain and go, say certain things. A lot of times, and I've been in this situation where I have so many thoughts going on in my head, right? Because we're exposed to so much information now that when I try to speak it and bring it out, sometimes I get tongue-tied. I might not even say it the way that I'm trying to say it, but I know how I want to say it here and in my heart, but it might come out a certain way. That's what I believe about Kanye West. But I thank you for calling in, Postlar. We appreciate you so much.
Right.
We're going to get to the next caller. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
Care.
You too.
All right.
Petersburg, VA. State your name.
And where you calling from?
Herbert. Petersburg, Virginia. Herbert.
Herbert.
What up, Herbert?
All right, Herbert. What's your take on the topic here today?
Well, I've been following a little bit here and there, Kanye. I try to send out encouraging messages to him. I really believe that his timing and his fearlessness, it comes from God. All that he has sacrificed. And I look back in history a little bit, a lot of other great leaders, African black great leaders, have made comments against the Jews or Jewish people. Mm-hmm. They have done the same thing through. But I'm putting two and two together. Kanye's timing is not of man, and his fearlessness is definitely not of man. This is of God. And I try to send encouraging words to him to make sure he keep and turn the heat up on him, because this is the final call. This is it. Whoever don't get on board to get out of this mess, this bondage and this slavery, they're going to stay in it. This is the final call.
Yep.
Yes. You know, I I got to tell you, it's I don't, you know, sometimes I too have to try to find the right words because I got so many things going on in my mind. But, you know, I hear him speak about God a lot. Okay.
Right.
And I hear him say, you know, all my people. So in my opinion is my opinion. When I hear him speak, I'm like, he doesn't really have no hate in his heart towards anybody, because sometimes he'll even say, when I say my people, I'm talking God's people, right? But when you talk about people as Black people, we're the ones that's kind of like under attack here. So when he's speaking of that, I just don't get how anyone can focus on or pull out negative stuff from that.
Yeah. Well, our minds have been conformed and we learn how to be the lesser. We learn how to accept the lesser. And we've been trained over the years from a lot of subliminal messages and the way we've been treated, history. We have been fed lies for years. And this is how we have been made up to, a lot of us, to accept it and live by that when it's a total lie.
Right.
Like you said earlier, Kanye have gotten inside. He's got a foot inside. He knows a little of the truth. He wants to share with his brothers and sisters because the next Kanye West is coming. He don't want him to have to go through what he's going through today.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And they did it to Malcolm. They did it to Marcus Garvey. They did it to Martin Luther King.
Amen.
They did it and they're trying to do it to Farrakhan. He's standing strong.
Yep.
Yes.
So whoever don't back Kanye, I told him, don't look back. Turn the heat up.
I'm gonna tell
that's
you,
what I'm talking about.
You mentioned Martin Luther King, right? And here's the thing: Martin Luther King spoke up. He did a lot of speaking. Malcolm X did a lot of speaking. But here's the arrogance of this country: they killed that man, and then they celebrate him with a holiday, you know. And we are so happy. Oh, we got they gave him a day, but this man lost his life,
right?
You know, for a day. And like I said, the country with their arrogance said, "Hey, here's a holiday for him." But this is the same man when he was speaking up that they were lynching him. They were beating his ass every time he said something.
You know what I find very, very intriguing is that they never talk about his real last speech about us telling us to pull our money out of their banks and all of that stuff. They love to focus on one part of the message, but they never focus on the part that probably, and I'm sad to say this, that got him killed in the first place. Right. They don't never want to talk about that, you know. So it's listen, this message that Kanye West is saying, excuse my language, yay, I got to get used to saying that just to respect him as a man for what he changed his name for. I mean, too. But at the end of the day, for me, it's about standing with our brother, not turning our back on him, and also respecting how other people, because feelings are involved. Like when I think about George Floyd's family, right? I can understand. Listen, they have every right to be upset, right? I get that. But what I can't understand is all of us, the world was out there standing together and fighting for when something happened, and that was we sticking together. He said something that we didn't like. Either somebody approve of it or they don't. But I don't think you should come after him to try to take away, like, because what's money going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people want to just go for the money. Everything is all about the money. Well, he's sacrificing mad money just to say, open your eyes, look at what I seen, look at what I heard, and it ain't enough. I don't know. And you're correct, because at the end of the day, we have been conformed into believing it's okay to love things and use people. Yes. Yep. We're supposed to love people and use things. And those that are blinded by these millions of dollars they're getting, it's sad to say. I know. They are lost. And it's so exciting that Kanye has been awakened. And he is sacrificing all that he's sacrificing, because don't be under the illusion and look at Kanye. This is bigger than Kanye.
Kanye is the vessel that God is using to make this greater move.
And you said it. He's speaking for the next Kanye that's coming behind him. So
exactly.
He knows that when they get in there and they get in these positions, they understand what's going to happen.
Exactly.
And I want to say this caller, I don't know if you have anything else before we let you go, but I want to say this to everybody that's listening, and for the ones who even disagree, please do not influence these people, because a lot of people's lives were taken who decided to speak up for us. And it's sad to know that can end up being the outcome. And why would you even want to take part in being a part of that, proud of that, or even influence it? Like, come on, what he's doing is dangerous in this country. Period. It is. It's very dangerous for him to say what he's saying, to stand up. So how, people, it's funny how people are, because those are the same people that'll be like, oh, rest in peace, Kanye. And I'm sorry, forgive me to put that out there. I don't want to put that out there, but I'm just saying, if something like that freaking happens to him, then everybody want to act like this and they cared about him.
They'll be out there listening to his music.
Show him you care about him now. Show him you stand with him now so he can see it. Because when he gone, if he ever get gone and this happens, he ain't gonna know. It's time to show it now while he can see it. Like they say, the flowers while you can still smell them. Okay, it's time to do that. You got any final words?
Well, I think he's going to prevail. Like I said, this is bigger than Kanye, and for Kanye to have the fearlessness and the heart to stand and make the moves that he's making. Let everybody think he's crazy and have a mental illness. Those people, single men, every time great events have been changing the world in the Bible and outside of the Bible, God has used one man. Kanye got to walk by himself fearlessly. He's going to prevail.
Amen. Thank you so much, caller, for calling in. We appreciate you so much. If you are not already, guys, anybody on Facebook too, we always ask y'all to go over to our YouTube channel, because we used to do live Facebooks, and just go on there and make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification button again to stay connected with us, because again, I will. We appreciate that so much. Okay,
I'm gonna say this last thing.
Yes.
Ain't it funny how this one man shook the whole earth?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sure is.
I mean, is that normal? Is that normal?
I mean, listen.
It hasn't happened in a long time.
People better wake up. They better wake up.
They better. All right. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you for calling in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. I do want to get to these comments in here because we ain't even do our tea of the week. Let's get to the comments real quick. We're going to go through these joints, and then we got some other stuff we want to put up there. Off the cuff radio. When they're attacking the kids, it's bigger than him now. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Off the Cuff Radio. Big shout out to Off the Cuff Radio. Let me tell y'all something. He has basketball league?
Believe so.
And they took them out of the game. They won't let them play. They shut his school down, all of that. How the hell? And this should be a wake-up call. Are the people laughing at that too? You mean to tell me our kids ain't even off limits? You attacking this man, but I guess they never been off limits, right? I mean, there you go. Our kids ain't never been off limits. You'll destroy him. You'll destroy the kids. You'll destroy anybody who's attached to him. And we're not even saying, the ones who ain't standing with him destroy y'all. We just like, why? You understand? How is it that you like this? How is it that you on this? But you actually took on the behavior of the hatred. And that's what you need to understand, that you're willing to see people suffer and you'll gloat and be proud of that. That is disgusting. Let's go to the next one.
Comedian George Mason said they tongue tied. Stay together, stick together, and try to think together. Let's move as a unit.
Absolutely. Exactly. That's what we need to do. Next.
Mika Love Pink said that was their tactic. Once they seen his intelligence and how he may blow the whistle, they used that against him. I don't believe he has a mental health issues. I believe he has mental health issues, just like the majority of people in the hip hop game or anywhere else.
Right, absolutely. And listen,
I'm stuttering.
and we do got some issues. We all got issues. This is why I'm not throwing stones when I live in a glass house. What La Picasso say? Big up La Picasso.
La Picasso said they did it to Nick Cannon. You know what happened, La? Nick Cannon went on an apology tour. He went around to apologizing everywhere.
Yep. Listen. The apology tour. Now I'm gonna start using that because it's like, as soon as somebody say something, then here come the tour. Here come the tour. What state you going in next? What state you going in next? You apologizing over there, and then people want to say, "Oh, look, I told you, Kanye backtracking. He apologizing." Well, he apologized to George Floyd family. I mean, I think rightfully, what's wrong with that? It's okay. He apologized to them. But if you pay attention, he ain't really apologized. He's not trying to say all Jews. He's just looking at the ones that are in control, in power on a certain level that is benefiting and gaining wealth and building wealth for themselves and their family while they destroy our people and watch our kids die every day. A rapper, these little boys, these kids are dying every single day. And a lot of it is being influenced by the music. Let's not act like music don't influence people because it do. Next comment.
Lord Hill said Revelation 2:9 in the King James Version, I know your works, tribulations, and poverty, but you are rich. And I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. He is telling the truth. I just never liked him.
Okay. And you know what? I respect that. Big shout out to look. You know what? And it's not just because he said he's telling the truth, but the fact that he don't even like him, but he's like, look, it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about.
That's when you put your feelings aside when you hear something.
Big up to you. Because a lot of people,
it's emotional.
Too emotional. They don't know how to put their feelings aside. They want to hold on to shit. You know what I mean?
George Mason said, like Muhammad Ali said in his message to the black man, we must try to be self-sufficient and take our resources together and not be dependent on nobody, especially those who hate and oppress us.
No, there you
see
go.
What happened to him.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Ricky Green said also brother Malcolm changed his message after his voyage and somebody didn't want him to speak about it. Facts. And
absolutely.
Town Mama, she said, like I said earlier, Kanye put into words vocally what people are thinking now and know. Yep.
Yes. And that's the thing. Like, and that's what I'm saying. People act like this is something brand new. This is not brand new. This is something that's been going on. Okay. This is something that's been going on. Listen, we're going to do a quick little tea of the week just to tell y'all a few of the other things that's going on. We're going to come back here. Again, the phone lines is open if y'all want to come call in and speak up. But listen, we doing, hashtag we support Ye. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is all day. But let's get into this real quick tea of the week. From the Ground Up Productions presents Tea of the Week. All right, y'all. Listen, we just here just to report a few other things that's going on because I know some people like, ooh, they be getting tired of the same thing all the time. So we're going to talk to y'all about a few things and we're going to make it quick because listen, we like to stay on what we think is important to us and y'all too. So it's still kind of, I got to laugh because it's kind of connected to Kanye in a sense, almost. So y'all know that Elon Musk, he bought Twitter. Okay, he bought Twitter, but the problem is they said, this is what I'm not feeling. And I'm trying to figure out where is it coming from, that the N word went up by 500% since he bought Twitter. Now, are we mad at that? Let's talk together. Like you and me, the people, the viewers, y'all, I want to know what y'all feel, right? Do we get upset with that? Do we say this is a disgrace? Because then if we say that they shouldn't be saying it and we don't like it, then we're now saying that freedom of speech thing, we're kind of drawing the line. So I
have to disagree with that.
No. So go ahead. What's your take on it? I don't want to be on it long.
It's okay to have freedom of speech, but just because you got freedom of speech don't give you the right to say whatever you want. There still should be some consequences behind it. And using the N-word, we all know where that came from. That's a consequence. Just like right now, if we're ready to give Kanye the business for saying Jews own everything, then we got to give these people who say the N-word the same business. All right, so there you have it. So Ray, the silent assassin, ain't feeling it. He did reinstate Kanye West's Ye's Twitter as soon as he took ownership of it. And also, just so y'all know, if you're unaware, that Forbes said that Elon Musk is reportedly, hold on, let me make sure I got this right, has reportedly ordered Twitter's engineers to roll out a feature of the verified feature, that little check, okay? And it might cost people $20 a month. And they're supposed to start that by November 7th. So anybody out there that was trying to get your check, I guess I don't know if he's going to just give it to whoever and you pay $20, but we're going to find out November 7th on how he's doing that. Next, we're going to talk about, this is very sad, and I want to talk on this and move on quick. Blueface, I don't know if y'all know what's going on with Blueface and Krishan Rock, right? But Blueface, Krishan Rock, people call them the new Ike and Tina. They call them the new Bobby and Whitney. But they, and this is what I'm talking about, y'all. It hurts me to see this. These are, I look at them as kids, okay? Because I'm a grown woman, all right? These are kids that are struggling, that are going through stuff, and they are all on social media. And when you look at it, that tells you a lot about what's going on with our children out there. You know what I mean? And the fact that they are willing to do things for the world to see. Now, allegedly, he beat her up. And then she said that he beat her up. She had a video of that and then turned around and said, no, that it wasn't true. So let's play a quick little clip of that.
You weird ass bitch. You're lying. To get out the car, he pulled me back just to hit me in my mouth. Then he called me on the police shit. No, bitch, I'm drunk and you're being a bitch. You too comfortable keep hitting me in my mouth. You too comfortable keep hitting me in my face. What the fuck about your lips? I do. All you gonna do is suck dick with him? Nobody cares. You're a bitch. Suck dick with the lips. You punched me in my mouth. What are you talking about? Punch me in my eye. You're a bitch. So what? If I want to get
I just want to stop that. I don't even want to keep playing that. It was a little bit longer. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all was watching it or into it. You could go on the internet and see it. Then after that, you could play a quick little clip of her after this later saying this.
It's fine. Everybody's fine. No filter, no makeup. I had a bad trip yesterday to Casamigos. Trying to jump out of a moving car on the highway. Blue tried to keep me from jumping out the car. I fought that like trying to get the up out the car. He's trying to save me, and I'm just like, I just blacked out.
So then y'all see, I don't know if you could hear her clearly. She was saying that he tried to save her after that. So anyway, for me, this is not something to put out there to be like, oh, look at them. A lot of people look, a lot of people laugh and this and that. I want to say we need to pray for them. We need to pray for them. They are young kids in the midst of this crazy world with everything going on that promotes people to put out bad behavior so that they could get high numbers, so that somebody that's in position, like Kanye West was saying, will give them an opportunity. You know what I mean? Look,
I disagree with praying for them. Praying for them is but there's no, with prayer comes work. We need people that's going to talk to these kids. We need people who's going to guide them.
Well, yeah, that too. But I'm just saying pray for them also. They definitely need somebody to talk to them. They definitely need guidance. You know what I mean? But this, to me, it's like, damn, I'm looking at this and I'm like, it is sad because this is a young Black girl who doesn't know her worth, and obviously a young Black boy who, I don't even know how to explain this, but it's like, he takes pride in what it is that he's doing to her, and where are they parents? And this is what I'm talking about it takes a village. Where are they parents? This type of behavior is influenced, okay, by the media. I'm sorry, by social media and all of this. Do you think that that they would be doing all of this if everybody in the world couldn't see? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to move on, but that's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to talk about Spotify real quick, and we're going to move on. This is about Kanye West, though, but I got to shout out Spotify. I don't know if he's doing it because it's a benefit to him. Everybody comes to his platform to hear Kanye West's music, but he said he ain't taking this stuff off of his platform because he did not violate anything when it comes to his lyrics and the music. So big shout out to the owner of Spotify for doing that. And what do we got next?
We got civil rights leader Jean McGuire stabbed multiple times in Boston. If you don't know who she is, Jean McGuire is the first African-American woman to be elected to the Boston School Committee. She was stabbed a few times. Luckily she lived. She's 91 years old.
Wow. That's deep. And keep her in your prayers. Yes. And thank God that she's there. And big shout out to her. That's important news because also somebody that was fighting for us, right? Yep. We stand on the backs of these people. We can never forget that.
Let me tell y'all, because just in case y'all know, she was the one who came up with the Metropolitan Council for Educational Opportunity in Boston, which is still being used today.
All right. There you have it. And last but not least, we're going to talk about something that happened in our area very quick. And we're going to get back to this.
Yeah, we had, I guess they call it Mischief Night, and somebody was fatally stabbed in our area. It's kind of messed up. So y'all be safe out there.
Definitely be safe out there here in Orange County, New York, y'all. And that's Tea of the Week.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
Big shout out to Grant Body P over there on the check-in, repping for you hip hop show. I see you, my brother. Yes. So listen, guys. I don't know. I don't know if we covered everything. I probably didn't, because it's always so much to say here. But at the end of the day, I just want to tell people, when it comes to, it's not about hate. See, telling people who are Jewish that just so happen to be in a position, not every single Jew on the planet, right? We're talking about the people who are in position that is getting paid off of the genocide of Black people. We're standing up for that. We're saying enough is enough. We're saying, hey, we don't want to allow this no more. Our people deserve what everybody else is getting.
Yep.
Okay. So for us to stand by Ye is important. There's a meaning behind it for us. It's a meaning behind it for all of us. You understand? We have to get out of the mindset of looking at someone that looks just like you as an enemy, because when they look at each other, they don't see that. They have brainwashed us and conditioned us to adopt the behaviors that they have been doing to us for many years. And we have to learn how to get away from that. So I'm not mad at my brothers and my sisters out there who feel some kind of way, who's even shitting on Kanye, who's talking about him and saying bad things. I'm not mad at you because you're going to take this as disrespect. I just think you don't know no better at this time. You understand? I'm not mad at you because we have a responsibility to be better people too. We all have a responsibility. And that's, I'm kind of wanting to end it on this solution note, right? We have a responsibility to say we're not supporting things that put out that type of music anymore. We're not going to watch and support things that keep pushing the narrative of negativity and murder and all women especially women of color who if you look on everywhere, everything is about a woman's ass. You understand what I'm saying? As if we don't have brains. We're bigger than that. We are better than that. We can get in position to do things because guess what? I'm sorry to say, all of these people that are trillionaires and millionaires and making money off of us, they wouldn't make no money if they didn't have our talent. It's us that it's us that's making them wealthy. And we have money. We're just spending it with everybody else. We're not broke. We're not poor. Get that out of your mind. Now, some people might say, nah, it's people really struggling out here. It is. But let me tell you, I have to say this. My people, when you get money, because of what they have done to us to make us feel like we are worthless unless we are wearing something that they put out there and priced it so high and said that this makes you feel like you're worthy of something now, right? Get away from that. You're worthy without that stuff.
Yep.
Okay? You are worthy without those items. We make them rich. We make them wealthy. They steal our ideas 24/7 all the time. Okay. They still doing it. They about to steal Kanye West stuff from Adidas. It never stops. It keeps going on. So when will enough be enough for you? When are you going to say enough is enough? It doesn't mean hate them. It doesn't mean to hurt anyone. It just means to stand together and stand with your people. That's it. Because we do have the power. The only issue is we don't know it. This is when slavery becomes a choice.
Yep.
Now, stop choosing mental slavery. Stop it. I think I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna read this one last comment.
Okay.
Nathan said, we are standing up to the black folks that profit off of black violence. If so, who and how? Are we standing up to the black folk that profit off of black violence? Who and how? Yeah, we need to stand up to them. We're nobody's saying, hey, let them make it. If you out here speaking at black violence, we need to stop listening to them. We had a person on here before, Ron Browse, who said that they immediately knew how to cancel R. Kelly.
That's right.
They knew how to take him off just shit. Outside of Spotify, everybody else said we're removing Kanye West music. But right now, you don't hear none of these same companies saying, hey, let's remove all of this music that's talking about killing black people.
Right.
Let's remove the music that sexualize black women. That's still there. So it can be done. It's just about how we have to put that same energy that we're putting into removing Kanye's music. We got to put that same energy to the music that's people are getting paid off for killing black people who are talking all black violence. Same energy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, we want to shout everybody out for tuning in. Anybody that's new to our show, make sure you like our page and go over to our YouTube page and subscribe to our YouTube channel From the Ground Up Productions. Hit the notification button. Some of the things that we do on our show, if you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, anybody that's a creator, because this is where creators meet, right? We do interviews on this show to help give exposure to what you have going on. We do giveaways. We still have the 50-inch screen TV, brand new. We're going to be running different things for that. We give away free books, whatever, just to also make it fun and interactive. So make sure you share the word about our platform if you haven't already. And again, we are definitely for the people. You could check our history. We always talk about stuff like this. But I'm never one to take accountability. I always feel like just like what we complain about, we kind of contribute to, and we also could do better as a people. There's nothing wrong with saying that. It's not about me turning on my people, being a coon, none of that. I'm just saying that I know we better than this, and we could do better than this, and we got to start doing better than this. And that's that. So again, I think are we done?
Yeah.
You want to read?
Let me help Dakari out, okay? Because he said he's the first time we didn't read any of his comments, and I see you on here. So okay. We got you. I don't care if they caught Ye fucking a goat. I'm sticking with that, my brother. If he does something wrong, I scold him in private. I'm with you.
Yeah, scold him in private. There you go. Because guess what? I'm sure all the Jews do not totally agree on everything. We just played a person who was a Jew earlier on this show saying he don't believe that Kanye Ye is anti-Semitic and all of that stuff. So, but you know, I mean, he did say that in public though. But I'm just saying, it's just like, yo, we always got to put it on the front line and show everybody that we not united. Absolutely. Is there anybody else comment? Because you know what? Yeah. We definitely want to show love to especially the people pulling up that haven't been here. We want to put your comments up there. I see it was like 60 something people on Facebook today. We'll play your comments.
Herbert said, might I add, why is our appetite and thirst so great for this kind of rap music? To be honest, the kids are now controlling the radio. Adults aren't in charge of the radio anymore.
What's his name, Herbert? Mm-hmm. I can't even go nowhere now that you said that, Herbert. You done brought me back. I was about to close the show, but now I'm like, hold up, I got something to say to that. So the reason why I'm gonna speak on it is because I'm an artist. I rap, right? So the appetite for that comes with conditioning of the ghettos and the hood in our communities that glorify certain things. And I spoke about this earlier. I'm gonna tell you now, I don't really think in our heart that none of our people really want to be like that. I think most people do it because they get respect, props, and street cred. Okay, you look at certain things that people brag about, and a lot of the things that people brag about, it is negative when it comes to our people. Okay, so you'll have, I'm from the hood. Oh, we didn't play that, and we'll shoot this one, and anybody coming out, they get killed. Or I'm gonna take this person down. Or this point, you from the Brooklyn, or you from the Bronx, or you from like we don't play that over here. It always is an image that was put out that we're so tough and we're not gonna take nothing. And if you step to us or anything like that, you're gonna get dealt with, right? And people always love to respect that. That's why people love to yell out hoods that they from, because they think that they're the harder hoods. People respect things that are harder. And that's why I keep saying that we need to work on us too. Okay, that's why we have to change this. We got to work on it. We need work. Kanye West said, my people are sick. My people are sick. We are sick. I agree with that statement. We are sick because we put that stuff out. Again, going back to it. Now, I want to say this part because I know it's probably some people like, well, that's all that when somebody's hungry and they starving, what else they supposed to do? So sometimes their back is against the wall and that's the only way they can eat. This is why when people say that that's the only way, I have to tell you, it's not true. They made us believe that. They made us believe that you can't eat and you can't do nothing unless you do this. This is the only way you're going to get opportunities. And the only reason that is possible now is because you don't have a lot of people in the hood. You don't have it takes a village. It takes a village for us to stick together and say, okay, you need help with this? I got you. Or you don't have money? We could barter, right? I tell people all the time, we do charge for things on our show, right? But if you can't pay, well, what do you got? Let's barter. We could barter. Like there's ways that we can help each other, but people don't even know how to do that. We don't respect each other. We don't value each other. It's so much that go into that, Herbert. Okay? It's so much that go into that. So the thirst, it is so deep. It's so freaking deep. It's not a real thirst. It's desperation to survive because people think that there's no other way. Okay, if you disagree, go ahead.
No, it's not that I totally disagree, but you got to also remember, right? The powers that be won't let music like you have come in because of the knowledge is willing to say. You know, we have people in the rap industry who do say encouraging things, uplifting things, who do that, but the spotlight is not put on them. It's not that we don't want it. It's just it's not put there.
Let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that. You said they don't give a chance. That's our problem. We keep looking for them to give us an opportunity, right? Problem number one. Let me tell you, this is a clear example. we talk about a lot of positive things on our show, and a lot of people don't support it. I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. They don't. We tell people, hey, share our show, because you know that they block how many people we could reach. Sometimes they shut us down because they don't even like what we're talking about. Okay. So, you know, at the end of the day, like, and I'm going to use those 3 posts. I did the Russell Simmons post. I took a beat and chopped up certain things just to help Kanye's message a little bit. I put that out, and I put something else out, and they all went viral, right? But the reason that they went viral is because of y'all. It ain't because of me. It's y'all shared it. And it kept reaching more, and they still sharing it. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is we are powerful. And we can do the things that they try to tell us that we can't do. So we let them take away physical things for us to be able to make money. All right. So there were CDs back then. There was physical products. There was things that we could do to build up. Now, I'm not totally against the streaming sites, because we're able to reach people that we can't get to, but they control the narrative and they control this industry. They said, oh, they think they're going to get smart and be independent artists and do this. We're going to say now, nope, no more of this digital. You could do this. You could do that. Forget about the CDs. Take the CD players out the car. They always find ways to remove things when we figure something out. But when we stick together, I'm telling you, we don't have to wait for them to give us shit.
And that's what I'm saying when I say they control what we can put out. Because yes, we can get out. We can put CDs. There are how many cars now have CDs? They're making new cars without CD players. So we have to get out and hustle our music. But to reach the masses, it's being controlled by the powers that be that we don't have.
Right. I mean, hey, listen, it is what it is. But for me, I always feel that we powerful. I'm not going to let them make me think that everything is impossible unless I'm going to them for opportunity. No. And guess what? Let me just say this. If it means that I can't get all the way to that level unless they're giving me an opportunity, then I don't need it. Because see, God don't want me there anyway, because I ain't supposed to be there. Because if I get there, I'm going to fall into the same shit that everybody else is into. So my thing is, you know what? I'm going to do the best with what I got. If right now I'm reaching y'all, I'm good with that. If it's helping somebody, if it's reassuring somebody, I'm good with that. They can't take that away from me. So I'm not looking for the opportunities for them to say I own you and I control you. I say to my people, support us. That's all. Because they can't stop that.
But I don't know how you got me saying that we don't have no power. But we do. I don't know where that came from, but I understand what you're saying.
All right. No, well, just saying. I'm just making it clear. All right, look, we getting out of here now because I got to the bathroom.
Yeah, we good.
Appreciate y'all. We love y'all so much. We appreciate everybody. Again, your opinion matters. Your thoughts matter. We love when people put the comments in, when people call in, because what you have to say matters. Your voice matters. This is freedom of speech. Okay. We should have it and we shouldn't have to apologize for it. This is from the Ground Up Productions. I'm your girl, Lady Miz. This is my co-host,
Ray, the Silent Assassin.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.